All right, welcome to this tutorial. We're going to learn how to stabilize and fix some shaky footage. First things first, let's start a new folder on our desktop. I'm going to name this Stabilize, hit enter. And let's open up Google Chrome and head to Canvas. You can go to Modules. You can scroll down to the most recent module. You should find Stabilizing Footage, Davinci Resolve. We're going to click on the link at the very top so that we can download our video assets. It's going to take you to a folder full of footage that needs to be stabilized. And we're going to start by downloading video number 3, video number 5, and video 9. All right, now that those videos are downloaded in my bottom left corner, just gonna drag them into the folder that we made at the very beginning. All right, so we're gonna hit New Project. We're gonna name this Stabilize, and hit Create. And I'm just gonna go to the Edit page at the very bottom for this tutorial. I'm going to get rid of effects so I have just my media pool on the left, and then I'm going to hit Control I on the keyboard for import, and then I'm just going to find that folder Stabilize on my desktop. I'm going to highlight all 3 videos. It's going to ask change project frame rate, and I'm going to say don't change, and then I'm going to click on this little settings cog bottom right corner. We're just going to make sure that this says 1920 by 1080 and 24 frames per second. Now we're going to double click on this very first video, and we're going to find a good part of the video to use. I like this pan up right here, or this tilt. So we're going to start it right here, hit my I on the keyboard, go forward a little bit, and then we're going to hit O on the keyboard. I'm going to drag that into my timeline. Let's review the footage. Not bad, but we can make it better. So I'm going to click on my clip on the timeline, and I'm going to head up to Inspector. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slow this clip down. Slow motion can be a great way to smooth out a clip without any stabilization. So we're going to change this to 30%. I'm going to hit enter. Then we're going to watch this clip again. That's already made this video look a lot better. Because we made it slower, we need to extend it out a few more seconds so that it gets to the top of the flower. I might have to zoom out a little bit from my timeline so that I can extend it a little bit more. Right there. So now it's about 12 seconds long. It's already looking really good. It's just right here where it starts to get a little choppy and weird. So I'm going to click on my clip again. I'm going to open up stabilization over on the right side, and I'm going to choose Stabilize. Let's see what that did. It looks pretty good, but I'm seeing a little stuttering on the sides. Sometimes the mode doesn't work perfectly, so you want to change between these 3 modes to see what kind of stabilization works well for that specific video. For this specific video, I think translation is going to work really well, and then I'm going to hit Stabilize and see what that does. I think that looks a lot better. The second part of the video doesn't look so choppy, if you will. So just like that, we fixed that first video. Now we're going to zoom out a little bit on the timeline using Alt and my scroll wheel. And let's choose stabilizer video number 9. So we can press play on this video and see that it's pretty choppy and very fast. I'm just going to take this beginning sliver of the video. So I'm scroll to the beginning, hit I on my keyboard, scroll forward a little bit until I get to about here. I'm going to hit O on the keyboard and I'm going to drag that in next to my clip. So we're going to slow this clip down as well. Go to speed change. I'm going to make this 30%. And then of course I'm going to extend this out. And that's already looking better, but you can still see the micro stutters. So let's go to stabilization and see what perspective does. That looks really good. I think we could change around these sliders a bit. I think I could increase the smoothness a little bit and decrease the strength a little bit. Hit stabilize. And let's see if that looks any better. I'm going to increase the strength just a little bit more. Hit stabilize again. There it is. I was seeing little micro stutters last time. This time through, it looks really good to me. For this exercise, guys, the devil's in the details. You really got to pay attention to every part of the screen when you're reviewing the footage. These sliders on the side, the modes, it changes things. Sometimes it doesn't change things a lot, but you have to pay attention to see the little changes that it does create. So now we're going to cut up our last video. The beautiful aspen tree. Select my in and out points, drag it onto the timeline, and you can see there's a lot of micro stutters there in the beginning and the second part of the video. Same as before, we're going to slow this video down, add some slow motion, make it a little bit longer again. You can see those exaggerated stutters when it's slow-moed a bit, and we're going to fix that right now by going to stabilization. I always hit stabilize just on this regular default settings just to see what it's going to do. And that looks pretty good. I think it's a little bit choppy. So let's play with these sliders a bit. Move my smoothness up and my strength down just a little bit. Yeah, it's already looking a little better. All right, now we have our 3 stabilized videos. These are the 3 videos I want you to copy, but now I want you to go back into Google Drive where you got the footage originally. I want you to take 2 other videos of your choice and I want you to stabilize them on your own. So download them, add them to your folder on the desktop, import them into your project, and then cut them down to use just a little part of it, throw them in the timeline, and try to stabilize them yourself. Once you're done with that, we're going to hit deliver down here in the very bottom. We're going to go to file name, type last name, stabilize. I'm going to hit browse next to location. I'm going to save this video to my folder. We're going to change format from QuickTime to MP4. And then we're going to add to render queue and then render all. Once that's done, you can submit that video on Canvas for a grade. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. Please don't be afraid to raise your hand. I'll happily help you.